My name is Jordan Coldren,
And my name is Carly Baird.
and our project is on Pacific Ocean pollution. So we're first going to talk about the causes of pollution. So the main cause of pollution is garbage and plastic debris. Some other pollutions that a lot of people don't think about are stuff on our bodies. So sunscreen, body lotion, insect repellent, makeup, and anything else that we have on our body, and then we go into the ocean, goes into the ocean and stays there. Another huge part of pollution is oil seepage. So that can be caused from wrecks or from when people are drilling into the ocean to get out oil and it leaks. Another huge one is sewage that leaks into the ocean from sewage plants or just anywhere else. Another big one is agriculture and aquaculture runoff from the farms into the ocean. Another one is industrial waste, carbon dioxide, and one that a lot of people do not realize is noise pollution, because when we're swimming or drilling in the ocean, it actually causes a lot of noise for the marine animals. So something that I wanted to bring up about pollution is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. And it's floating around the Pacific and just gathering up all kinds of garbage. So it's 1.6 million kilometers or 994.193 million miles. There are 1.8 trillion pieces of plastic. It's 80,000 tons of garbage, and almost 99% of everything is plastic. So next I want to talk about the life below water. So this connects to the 14th Sustainability Developmental Goal. And like we talked about above, there is an excess amount of pollution in the water. Some of this pollution is hurting a lot of the marine life. A big one is coral bleaching, which is when there is too much carbon dioxide in the water and it causes the coral to actually kill themselves. So they bleach everything out of them and then they die. Marine life are dying due to the lack of food and oxygen, and they're also eating a lot of plastic. So this decreases the marine fisheries, which supply about 57 million jobs. 5 to 12 metric tons of pollution enter the ocean each year, which is again affecting the marine life. And 89% of the pollution are items that are used once, such as plastic bags. So some treatments regarding the 14th Sustainability Developmental Goal are avoid using plastic bags, reduce, reuse, recycle, and the government would be a huge part of this, so it needs to be conquered internationally within systems of government to protect areas of the ocean. Like we have wildlife parks, we need that for the ocean as well.
Okay, so next we have the 6th Sustainable Developmental Goal, which is the Clean Water and Sanitation Goal, which runoff is a huge issue whenever it comes to clean water and sanitation, especially in the ocean. The ocean is full of unclean and polluted water. Like she said, it's full of oil and agricultural runoff and stuff like that. So that is definitely a big thing in the clean water and sanitation. And the water is definitely not safe. Not for humans to swim in some areas, not for fish, not for the whole marine wildlife. Like she said about the coral bleaching, that's obviously not a good thing. So it's very unsafe to be in, and it's definitely not safe to drink. So then some of the treatments regarding the 6th Sustainable Development Goal are to avoid excessive use of water to keep runoff, which is a non-point source pollution, to a minimum. So the less water we use, the less water can run off into the ocean carrying chemicals. Minimizing dumping is a big deal as well. And here's a picture of the runoff draining into the ocean, which is not good. So next, we have the responsible consumption and production.
So this connects to the 12th Sustainability Developmental Goal. So a lot of people don't realize this, but the ocean is the biggest life support system. The water, I mean, it makes sense because the water is a huge part of the earth, and it actually produces half the world's oxygen. So a lot of people know that trees produce a lot of oxygen, but the ocean produces way more than trees do. So it's very important that we keep it clean. The ocean also absorbs a lot of carbon dioxide at a very high level. So again, with trees doing the keeping that in, the ocean absorbs way more. Some treatments regarding the 12th Sustainability Developmental Goal are again recycle. So recycle plastic, paper, glass, and aluminum so they do not end up in the ocean. Recycle rather than throwing the garbage out, and because the garbage ends up in the ocean. So another huge thing is to reduce waste. And we did a project about this, but a lot of ways to reduce waste would be things like using water bottles, like reusable water bottles, using a lot of reusable plastic bags, not again throwing things out that could be used again. And another big one is the packaging. So if we get rid of a lot of like plastic packaging in our food or anything else, which is what's in the ocean, we could avoid a lot of waste in the ocean.
Next, we have this map. Okay, so this has to do with the barge she was talking about earlier. But so in the Pacific Ocean, we have this conversion zone in the middle. On the left side is the Western Pacific Garbage Patch, which is an area of garbage in the ocean. This is the recirculation gyre, which this red area here is where the most is in that area. And then on the other side, we have the Eastern Pacific Garbage Patch, which is located here at this red area. And then the convergence zone is located near the Hawaiian Islands. And this is from oceanic and atmospheric forces pushing together and rotating it. And this actually moves down south in different seasons. So that was an interesting point. And then we have our citations. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you.